Chris Jansen and Good Vibes on B105, Northland's number one for New Country. What's up?
I was laughing at us talking.
Oh.
Off air. Just good vibes. Yeah.
Good vibes.
We have good vibes on a Tuesday.
No, we're doing great. We're just talking about if you were going to go on a cruise, would you or would you not get a drink package?
All you can drink package.
And I was like, is that even in a question?
You have to.
We're talking, I don't know why we're talking about a cruise right now. B105, it is Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. We got the B105 Buzz brought to you by East Central Energy, member-owned, homegrown, community-focused since 1936.
Mm-hmm. Can I start?
Yeah, what's going on?
So, 2 Duluth area restaurants are hosting a joint grand opening celebration event in the Island Lake area. So, Smiling Loon Bar and Grill, they just opened in June on Rice Lake Road.
Where's that at?
So it's right before you cross Island Lake.
Oh,
and they have,
that's like the old Porky's area, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so they have like salads, sandwiches, burgers, appetizers. Oh.
What happened?
Poutine.
Oh, jeez.
I'm shaking. I'm so excited.
I thought something happened over there.
Sorry. It's very important. And then there is a new drive-in opening called Jack Frosty Drive-In. So they opened.
Okay, that's the drive-in then.
Yeah, so they opened just a few days ago. And now you can go to these places, which is really cool. But they did like a fun joint grand opening thing together. And I haven't heard of these spots yet. So I wanted to help get the word out because, I mean...
I'll check it out on Old Rice Lake Road.
Yeah.
Highway 4.
Poutine. And then like the drive-in. Who doesn't love a Jack Frosty drive-in? I just love it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So read about that, b105country.com.
Thanks. Mine's way less fun. But Minnesota Department of Health is warning that there's a measles outbreak in the state.
Oh, great. I don't want to do this.
Well, it's happening mostly unvaccinated children, and specifically unvaccinated children in the Somali community in Minnesota and St. Paul area, because they've been, some people and families thought that vaccines are bad because they've been linked to autism, but they haven't been linked to autism, is what officials say. And the way officials say that is, look, the vaccination rates have been declining over the years, and autism has been remaining steady with cases. So clearly, there's no correlation. That's what the health officials are saying.
Right.
But they're urging because they're just, there's been 30 cases like in the last month.
Oh my gosh.
And that's serious because
we don't need this.
Yeah. So you actually can check your child's immunization records. There's a link that I put on B105 where you can, on b105country.com, and you can you can find your records, make sure your kids or you are up to date. So there you go. You bring the fun, I bring the...
That was very,
hard-hitting news.
I'm gonna go to WebMD now. Thank you.
You don't need to go to WebMD.
I know, but I just freaked myself out.
You may have some other things going on, but not measles.
Thanks, Ken.
Sure, that's for sure.
Thanks.
That's your B105 Buzz. B105, the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren's Country Lowdown.
So Lainey Wilson, she confirmed that she's going to be on season 5 of Yellowstone. We weren't sure because there was all this drama surrounding it. And I talked about recently how they were looking for extras to be in like a concert scene for her character Abby, who's a musician, right? Well, she was asked in a radio interview if any of her music would be featured on there, and she said, well, we haven't filmed yet. Hopefully we'll be filming here soon. She said, I haven't even seen a script, but she says, I am down to keep acting. It's another way for me to be creative. But she said, I pitched them the whole record, hoping they'd put all of the songs in there, so we'll see what happens.
Wow.
So she won't say if her original music's going to be on there, or if it'll be, a fake song or whatever. Well, Yellowstone really helped.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Shoot her into
a household name, really.
Yeah, exactly. So she does have her new album out. So lots of opportunity there. We'll see what happens. I can't keep track of the show.
Well, the whole drama threw me off, and I haven't watched season 5, part 1 yet. I haven't seen Yellowstone in well over a year now because I was waiting for everything to settle down. So
right.
I like to know that the show is going to be able to finish correctly before I invest my time into it.
Right. Yep. Exactly. I feel that. So, anyways, we'll stay tuned for that. So, have you ever heard of the show Claim to Fame?
Yeah, that's our somebody finds out who their celebrity relative is or something, distant relative, right?
Yep, correct. So, Trace Adkins' daughter, Mackenzie, was actually just on this season. And it's just a really fun show. Like, you try to guess the celebrity. I think like Tom Hanks' niece or something was on there once. There's been a lot of country connections, but he said, as the fans of Claim to Fame know, Mackenzie is my daughter. I'm so proud that you're my daughter. Congratulations as getting as far as you did. So she didn't make it all the way, and she doesn't get the cash prize of $100,000. But you know what? She's probably doing okay. It's her dad's Trace Atkins.
Yeah, I think she'd have that money, wouldn't she?
I don't know.
Eventually. You know, Trace Atkins really goes for those reality shows.
He does. He was on a Monarch, right? Or is that what it was called?
Was it on Monarch?
It was on Fox.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be like a big hit.
It kind of flopped, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
It was way too soap opera-y. I watched the first episode. I was like, this is heavy.
Oh, I like that. But you don't want heavy, you know.
But he was on Celebrity Apprentice, you know.
Oh, was he?
Oh, you don't know that? Yeah.
No.
Years
I don't
ago.
watch The Apprentice. Okay. I am 90 Day Fiance.
If somebody's not getting blindly engaged or married to somebody, Lauren wants nothing to do with it.
Speaking of that, well, I don't need to go off on a tangent, but Love is Blind has taken over my life. So it's not good. Anyways.
It's a cry for help or what?
No, it's just cute. Toby Keith, he's going to be honored by his favorite football team in a really cool way this season. Kind of ran out of time to talk about, but you can read about it, B105country.com.
Well, very cool. What team is it?
It is the Oklahoma Sooners,
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It was the Sooners, yeah. B105, Northland's #1 for New Country, and they got 710 Laugh-Off coming up. I won last week.
You did.
Fantastic
I don't
week.
even want to give the score.
Was it like...
No, It doesn't matter.
I had a couple comments on my Yahoo joke.
Yeah, you really put yourself out there. You do. You commit to the joke. You do sound effects, you know, so...
I'm just a wind-up monkey with cymbals slapping them together here. That's what I am.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I can envision it. That's not what I would say that you are, but I get what you're saying.
I'm here to entertain. Coming up, 7:10 minute here on B105. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. We got the 7:10 Laugh-Off. Here we go.
All right, well, you won on Friday, so you get to decide who goes first.
You go first.
Okay. Ken, I think I would like to adopt a new body part. I mean, I've raised a few eyebrows. At first, you weren't sure.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't bad.
Thank you.
That wasn't bad.
Oh, that's all we could ask for. Yeah. That wasn't bad.
Lauren, to whoever stole my depression medication, I hope you're happy.
Kind of grim. A little grim. I have a Santa joke.
Oh, that's perfect.
I don't know if that might be too soon. Ken, one time I met a giant. I didn't know what to say, so I used big words.
That's a Santa joke?
No, I said I have a Santa joke above that, but it's too soon, so I'm going to save it. And
I was waiting for the Santa part. I didn't follow you on that one. Okay. I got some Halloween jokes. It's not too early for that, is it?
Oh, really? You don't think it's too early for Halloween jokes?
No, I'm kind of short on jokes today. Lauren, what's the worst insult you can say to a ghost? Just get a life. Get a life?
Yeah, I get it.
Get it?
Interesting. I love that you're doing Halloween jokes. I can start doing them. I just got to hide some. Okay.
Well, I don't know if you've used up all your prawn jokes yet.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't, but should I do one right now?
You do whatever you want to do. Whatever you think's going to get you the win.
Where can you buy and sell seafood?
The prawn shop.
Come on!
Well, I mean, I knew it was a prawn joke. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out.
I shouldn't have done that one because, whatever. Okay.
Well, I couldn't help myself. I knew it. You know.
Yeah, okay. I should have done a different prawn joke.
Yeah. Lauren, what's a cannibal's favorite breakfast? French toast.
That is so gross. Okay. All right.
I laughed way too hard at that.
You did.
Ouch.
Congratulations.
Well, you know. Prawn jokes let you down again once.
No, it was just because the prawn was in the punchline, you know?
Right.
Whatever. I'll do better tomorrow.
That's 7:10 Laugh-Off. Got your Brady's question up next. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren, good morning. It is 7:22 on the Breakfast Club, and we got your brain teaser question.
Yep. Okay, so 61% of us have had this happen while we're trying to get to work. This makes you late for work.
Yeah. Well, man, it's happening.
It's kind of like, not that you can turn a day around, but it is kind of like the setup for not a good day.
Yeah, I lose this stuff all the time. Well, I guess I kind of gave away part of it, but 61% of us have had this happen to us while trying to get to work. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard, but it is.
Yeah, I try to just put these, in the same place. But
That's
then
what you're
sometimes
supposed to do, right?
you're running around.
Okay. Okay, 727-B105. Take a guess at it when you win some Papa Murphy's Pizza right now. Okay. Good luck on the Breakfast Club on your Tuesday, the most Monday-est Tuesday ever.
True.
Right.
True. If this is
Morgan Wall and U-Proof on B105. It is the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Good morning. And 7:25 today. We're going to be about 78 or so. Sunny. It's going to be a warm day back to school for a lot of students out there. But we got your brain teaser question. We're back into it right now. And your chance wins Papa Murphy's.
Yep. So 61% of us have had this happen to us while trying to get to work. What is it?
Okay. Let's take some guesses here. See what we got. Okay. Hi, B105. What do you think?
Hi, is it misplacing your keys?
Yeah, losing your car keys or not finding. You can't find them. Right. You put them on the same spot every day, right?
Yep.
Every day, but they're never there. I blame the kids.
You know what happens to me is I'll put them on the counter, and then my wife comes in and she slaps her purse down right on top of it, you know?
Or that, yep.
Yeah. Or people put stuff on top of it, you know? That's a big pet peeve of mine. But anyway.
Or when you put them somewhere, but then your spouse moves them.
Yeah. I was just tidying up. I was cleaning things, and then so I moved all of your stuff to places you'll never find it.
I would be annoyed if someone left their keys on the counter.
Really?
Yeah, they should be by the door or something. Not just on the counter. That's just asking for trouble.
Yeah, I'm a counter girl, so.
See, so am I. I don't know.
My husband is the hang them up in the right place person, so he always moves them off the counter. But I left them on the counter where I know where they'll be.
Two different sides here, but both are right.
Okay, well, we're going to get you some Papa Murphy's. Maybe that'll help you out somehow.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for playing. We'll do it again tomorrow. Right here. Same time, same place.
I'm learning a lot about you. I didn't know that was a pet peeve when people put things over your keys. Hint, hint. Anyone in Ken's family that might be listening.
My daughter, I send her on missions to find my missing stuff all the time.
Yeah. She's good at it. She found your wedding ring.
She found my wedding ring.
Which you lost again.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I found it.
Okay.
I'm not wearing it. Oh, shoot.
But you found it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where I put it. No. I think it's on the bedside table. I don't know. I got to get better at it. See, I didn't have it for a year. Got to get back in the habit of putting it on. You know. That's why I take it off when I take a shower because I don't want it to come off and then go down the drain or something.
You look like a single man without it, Ken.
Nice. Oh, boy. 7:28, B105, your weather forecast coming up next. Ken's Weird News, too, at 7:40. We got a lot to keep track. We got a lot to catch up on. There's a lot of stuff happening.
There's a lot of weird stuff that happened over the weekend.
Was there that I don't know about?
I'll tell you.
Okay, we'll figure that. I guess I'll find out, too, coming up in my own segment. B105. It's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lawrence. Post Malone, Blake Shelton there. Pour me a drink. And it's 7:40 on Tuesdays. You know what that means?
Ken's Weird News.
You got it. Okay, Lauren, you brought this up. I hadn't heard about this, but you mentioned it, so I looked it up. Astronauts aboard the space station.
That are stuck in space.
Yeah, stuck in space because their Boeing Starliner is a piece of junk. They're hearing strange noises coming from the ship now. And here's an audio recording of, was this Butch, the astronaut Butch, that talking to mission control. Here it is. Okay, I got the wrong button on here. We'll put this one on here, okay.
A strange noise coming through the speaker. Here, I don't know what's making it, but that.
All right, Butch, that one came through. It was kind of like a pulsing noise, almost like a sonar ping.
Yeah, I'll do it one more time, and I'll let y'all scratch your heads and see if you can figure out what's going on. Here we go.
That's scary, huh?
Yeah, that is...
What's on board? Okay.
And, the fact that I would be panicking. I would think alien... You're stuck in space. You hear that. It's like, what is that?
Yeah. It's just, they solved it. It's audio feedback.
Yeah.
From the speakers. Something going on.
I've heard something in the galaxy, but...
Okay, but they solved that.
Okay.
But what they haven't solved is that, follow-up to last week, we're talking about that new book out, Imminent, that the former director of ATIP, the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, that was part of the Pentagon.
This is the book you wanted to read.
Right, I've read. So I've done some interviews. I've watched some stuff about it, and it is crazy. This guy, it's even hard for me to believe some of this stuff. But this is the guy that was heading up. He was in charge of it. Gave up. He quit his job because at the government, gave up a lot because he was getting into roadblocks. He wanted to get to the truth, and he couldn't do it while still being a government employee.
Wow.
Basically. In it, one of the big takeaways is, besides saying all the stuff that you know, all these UAP sightings and everything was, one of them I thought was interesting was the fact that Roswell, he goes, yeah, that happened. That was real.
That's scary.
Like he said, there's actually 2 flying saucers that crashed. And one of them got up, flew away. The other one is the one that they recovered. And then the whole cover-up followed up in that stuff, too.
It's always, like, I say this every Ken's Weird News, but it's like when there's, like, officials, you know, that are, like, laying it all out there, what do they have to lose? Like, they look kooky.
And he's got a lot of people that are vouching for him that back up what he has to say. And it is absolutely crazy. It is.
So what is this book called one more time?
Imminent.
Okay.
Yeah. I was watching an interview on it. News Nation was talking to him about it, and then he was showing stuff that like actual photos, evidence of things that they found inside people that were like planted there. You know,
I don't like that.
It's weird. It's even weird for me. Okay,
and that's saying something because you have a whole segment called Ken's Weird News.
It's very strange stuff.
Well, I think you should read this book and then do a Ken's Weird News with a book review.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
I'm into it.
Yeah. I don't know if I can. And then, it was just so many weird stuff and stuff that's going on in our oceans right now.
Yeah, the ocean thing, like, I'm not putting my feet in the ocean. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, nope. Even he says, like, it could be from the ocean. You know, there's a lot of weird things that the Navy's seen.
Because there's parts of the ocean we don't even know about.
Oh, yeah, we can see more into our galaxy than we can see into our own oceans.
Yeah, nope. Again, not putting my feet in there, not my toes.
Okay.
Staying on dry land. Thank you.
All right. Good thing you live next to the world's largest freshwater.
I'm not scared of a lake.
Water. Okay.
It's an ocean.
Maybe you should be scared of the lake.
Yeah. I know. We've talked about that too.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, there you go. But back to reality, I think. Put your tinfoil hats away. Oh, I can't wait. What's going on?
Well, it's about Maren Morris. Do not roll your eyes, okay? But she has a new boyfriend. And everybody's talking about this. So, country or not, I got to bring it up.
Okay.
So, she is dating. Go on.
Is she still country now?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
People still follow her. She's on our website, so I'm going to mention it because this is good news. This is happy news. This is tea. This is what we need. So she's dating a reality TV personality, as Taste of Country puts it, reality TV hottie.
Okay.
Named Justin Asada. And so he posted a picture of Maren Morris, and he was like, sushi and scary movies. So then people were like, okay, they're obviously dating. He is on the Netflix show The Perfect Match, which I haven't watched yet, but it's basically people from reality shows. It's a dating show for established reality stars.
Oh, boy.
Which, it's on my list. I'm catching up on Love is Blind right now.
Okay.
And so, yeah, he shared a picture of her. Everybody was freaking out. And she has done a lot of interviews about dating and whatnot. She said she was on Raya, and she went out with a really famous person for 2 dates. She didn't mention them by name, but she said that she was kind of being love bombed a little bit, where the person was like, why won't you text me back? And she's like, I'm on tour and I'm busy. So anyways.
What do you call that? Love bombed?
Love bombing.
What is that?
I think, well, we could talk about it in Lauren's love advice tomorrow.
Okay, maybe we'll do that tomorrow, what love bombing is.
Yeah.
That's a new one for me.
Because that's what she said. She said This person was very love bomby. So, okay, we'll talk about that. Kelsey Ballerini, she is happily in love, but she says her new album will have a lot more than just love songs on it. It's called Patterns. We already know it comes out next month. And she just shared the track list. And it's very interesting. Very interesting track list. There's a song called Wait with an exclamation point. A song called Nothing Really Matters, a song called Baggage, which is relatable. So you can see that track list, B105country.com. But she says it's more so just about the patterns that she's noticed that she's had throughout her life. So there's love songs on there, but she said don't expect just an album full of love songs.
Okay.
Because her last album was a divorce album, right? So she's like happily in love now, but she says there's a lot more to it. So like I said, see that track list, B105country.com. And then while you're there, you can watch a throwback video of Jelly Roll and Buddy XO getting engaged back in 2016. I didn't really know their love story too much, but they weren't even really dating. They were dating for like a month when they got engaged and married. And they got married in Vegas, and he proposed to her on stage at like a concert. She was like, okay. And then they went and got married in Vegas.
And they're still married.
Look, I would consider getting married in Vegas.
You did?
I did consider it. I thought it would be fun. But then I'm like, no one would be there, so then that's not as fun,
Right.
you know? But an Elvis impersonator, like, that's fun.
Well, we can still arrange that somehow, you know.
Do you have an Elvis costume, Ken?
Yeah. Elvis in his later years, for sure. Okay, anyway, 7:50, B105. Thank you, Lauren. Lauren's country.
Okay.
Be on
All right.
the podcast
I'm not
later.
even being paid for this. No.
You're not.
No,
We're glad you're here, though, on your own free will.
Well, yeah. Well, and
Oh, my gosh.
not being paid. No, I just love that you love the library like I do and let me come in every week and talk about all the fun, free things that we have going on, because there is literally always something. And I'm not even saying literally like you're not supposed to use literally. I'm literally using literally because
You've literally used that word
I'm lost.
it's true.
a lot. Yeah, but...
Okay, so we have a lot of really fun events coming up. So I'm going to preface this by saying I am a plant person, plant lady.
You are. You like plants.
I love my plants. And every branch has done this. It's exciting and fun every time. A plant swap for the main library is coming up next Tuesday. So if you have maybe some cuttings or some small, Ken's giving me a look. So you can put it in a little container. You bring your little cuttings to swap so you can get more plants.
Wow.
People love plants.
I know.
Like,
The
plants
way
are
you said
trendy.
wow, just
I know. My bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it makes me think you're not as serious about this as I am, Ken.
No.
So plant swap, it's always popular, always fun. Label it if you can with the plant name, some info about it. I mean, if you name your Ken, or if you name your plant Ken, put that name.
Everyone should name their plant Ken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
That didn't go very well.
The really cool thing about the plant swap is it doesn't have to be a swap. You can bring home a plant even if you don't bring one.
Oh,
So
nice. So
Everyone gets a prize.
everyone,
I don't have any plants. Fresh out.
while supplies last. Well, I know you do.
She knows
I saw
you do.
pictures. No.
Oh, yesterday, I sent her a photo. Yes, so library lawyer used to be my neighbor,
Yeah.
and then they left us. But they had some
Touchy subject.
You had some vines that you were growing on along your fence forever, and they actually. I went to my garage yesterday, and they're like, I'm like, I have vines growing into my garage now,
Inside
and I'm
the
like,
garage.
what is going on here?
Yeah. And
So-
I love those vines.
Can you transplant those?
I would love to try. I will find out when.
I gotta get 'em out of my
the correct
garage.
Time to do that. Sorry, I digress. So plant swap coming up next Tuesday, 4 to 7. Very excited. But before that even happens, we're really excited to have Chad Lewis. He's going to do 3 different presentations at 3 different locations. Can you even believe it? This is right up your alley, Lauren. I'm
Ooh.
really excited. At the main library on Thursday from 3 to 4:30, it's Mysterious Minnesota, so haunted sites around Minnesota.
You have me pegged, Laura.
I know this.
Spooky. Yeah.
So this is geared towards tweens, teens, adults. Obviously know your audience.
Right.
It might be a little bit spooky. And then later on that evening, Mysterious Creatures of Minnesota with Chad Lewis happens at the West Duluth Branch Library. That's at 6 o'clock. So it's going to highlight the monster of Lake Pepin. Pepin, that's right?
Sure.
Phantom chickens roaming rural Minnesota.
Obsessed. And write that down.
Chickens.
Write that down.
You just never know. So
You
that's
never know.
Thursday, September 5th, starting at 6 at the West Duluth Branch
No, I'm
Library.
into this phantom chicken.
And then one more on Friday at the Mount Royal Branch Library, Mysterious Minnesota. He's going to talk about UFOs. So you could learn about some infamous encounters that have happened in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right
Sadly,
up Penn's Alley.
I could see myself falling into this line of work someday.
So,
Going around
chickens and
phantom chickens.
so there you
Obsessed,
go. Chad
obsessed,
Lewis,
obsessed.
3 locations, 3 different presentations.
Well, it
You
is
could have
spooky season, so it's
you could have
perfect.
Chad Lewis filled end
Wow.
of your week.
Okay.
It'd be fantastic.
I'll have to look that up.
Phantom chicken. You piqued our curiosity.
I know.
We're glad you're here
I know
because
it. I know.
love it.
Well, you can find out all these events in the schedule of DuluthLibrary.org, right?
That's where it is. Yes.
Okay. And then don't forget the plant swap.
Plant swap next week.
Got it. Sounds good. Library Laura, thanks so much for coming in again.
Thank you.
It's 8:15 on the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Dirk Bentley, free and easy down the road I go on B105, Northland's #1 for New Country. It's the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. So this is something kind of interesting. I wrote about it in the B105 app. Did you know that Shell gas stations?
Yes.
You're familiar with it. They're like the 6th largest gas station in Minnesota. I don't know if you knew that. They're actually...
I did not know that off the top of my head, Ken.
Well, now you do.
But now I do, thank you.
But they're closing up 1,000 locations across the country. Some of them could be here in Minnesota.
Why?
They're switching over to EV charging.
Oh.
They're making EV charging stations because they say that's the future, and gas will be a backup-only option.
Oh.
Like they expect to have they're putting hundreds of thousands in by 2030. So
wow.
Look for that coming near you. There's actually some downtown here in Duluth. Did you know that? There's some Shell EV charging spots here.
Wow.
We got the Tesla ones up here, but
yep,
I do that. They're going to be popping up and showing around places. So
interesting.
Stay up to date on the news.
You're always on the gas station beat. That's your thing.
Is that my thing?
It is one of your things. Thank you.
Well, I guess I get convenience.
Thank you for what you're doing.
I'm on the convenience. Justin Moore, this is My Dirt on B105. It's Northland's #1 for New Country. Did you hear about, this was a scary thing that happened at Disney World over the weekend. Did you see the headlines that there was an active shooter at Disney World?
No.
Well, I saw the alert over the weekend that went off. Turns out there was not an active shooter at Disney World.
I feel like I would have, heard about that.
Well, there was a panic because a fight broke out, and then somebody believes a balloon popped.
That's scary.
And
that's really scary.
It caused a stampede at Disney World, people running for their lives.
I bet, because one time I was in Vegas and a gate fell over and everyone thought it was a gunshot and we all ran.
Isn't that scary?
It's so scary.
The world we live in right now.
So scary.
But
I'm glad it was just a balloon, but still
nobody
scary.
was arrested either. What were they fighting about? What are you fighting about at Disney World?
People fight everywhere for every reason.
Right.
But if you can't be happy at the happiest place on earth.
Yeah, it's the Magic Kingdom, for crying out loud.
I know.
It was at the Magic Kingdom's where it happened. When was the last time you were at the Magic Kingdom? Have you ever been to the Magic Kingdom?
Is this in Florida or?
Disney World's in Florida, Disneyland's in California. Yeah.
California one I went to 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Florida one probably 15 years ago, but I'm itching to go back.
It was fun. It's been a few years since we went to the Magic Kingdom. We went there on Thanksgiving week, though.
Oh.
My gosh.
Is that when you ended up at an IHOP, but you were trying to go to the international airport?
That was on the way home from that trip. Yeah, that's when my dad put in the GPS, the international airport, and then we kept circling around the IHOP. And I said, Dad, do you think it could perhaps you might have accidentally selected the International House of Pancakes? Oh, my gosh.
Which is great, but not when you're trying to catch a flight.
There's no planes anywhere. We're like, I don't think we're near the airport.
Follow the planes. Wow.
Anyway, all right. There's another story for another time. Luke Brock, B105, Northland's #1 for New Country, and we will see you later. You have a fantastic Tuesday, and we'll be back tomorrow with Lauren's Love Advice. Don't forget about that.
I could never. We're going to talk about a dating term that Ken has never heard of, which is kind of surprising.
Well, probably guilty of it at a time or two, right?
I don't think you are.
Oh, well, okay. We'll find out what love bombing
maybe
is.
we should call your wife and see.
Oh, boy. Let's don't have to bring her into this.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Well, we'll see how tomorrow goes.
Well, I got to know what it is first, so.